All right, guys, Chapter 9 review number 13 says, if cosecant of x is equal to -3/2 in quadrant 3 and tangent of x is 7/5 in quadrant 1, evaluate the following expressions. Okay, so we first need to draw ourselves a picture of what's going on, and I can do this all in one grid. So let's just get ourselves a big picture here. We've got in quadrant 3, let's draw ourselves a triangle. And I'm told that cosecant is -3/2. Well, let's keep in mind, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So that means that sine of x is going to be -2/3. And we're going back to SOHCAHTOA. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So from my x, the opposite side is -2. The hypotenuse is 3. We are not in the unit circle because my radius is 3. It's not 1. So I need to do Pythagorean theorem and come up with what is my x value. So let's just go off to the side here. We're going to have -2 squared plus x squared equals 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. So x squared is equal to 5. So my x value, my x distance here, is going to be the square root of 5. But let's keep in mind that we're going left, and so that's going to be a negative. When I square root both sides here, I know that I would do plus minus, right? Okay, so let's go to our tangent function in quadrant 1. Let's again draw ourselves a triangle, and we've got the tangent of, I believe this should say y. Guys, if your papers are wrong, please fix that. That should say tangent of y. So that should be a y right there. So tangent is opposite over adjacent. So my opposite side is 7. The adjacent side is 5. And again, doing Pythagorean theorem, I'm going to get 25 plus 49 equals c squared. So 25 and 49 is 74. So c squared equals 74. And the hypotenuse is never negative. So this is the square root of a, positive 74. Okay. All right, so now we're ready to start answering some questions. So part A asks us to find the cosine of our double angle. Okay, well, cosine double angle formula, we have options. We have cosine squared of theta minus sine squared theta, or we can do 2 cosine squared theta minus 1, or we can do 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. If you've forgotten your double angle, half angle, sum and difference identities, these are all in your toolkit. I believe it was chapter 6, somewhere around page 40. I believe, let me just look here. Yep, 39, page 39. Okay, so let's just work with cosine squared. I'm going to write this out. Cosine of 2 theta is cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. Well, finding cosine of theta is going to be the opposite of the square root of 5 over 3. And sine of theta is what we were given, -2/3. Okay, so putting that into our cosine squared minus sine squared, we're going to end up with cosine, which is -5/3 squared minus -2/3 squared. And sorry, that was a square root 5 over 3. So this is 5 over 9 minus 4 over 9, or 1/9. Okay, so let's write our answer properly here. We're going to say cosine of our double angle, cosine of 2x, is 1/9. And again, it doesn't matter which formula for your double angle you use. Okay, let's take a look at part B. Part B is asking for the double angle for sine. Well, double angle for sine, we do only have one option. And my double angle for sine formula is 2 sine theta cosine theta. Okay, and this is for y, so I know I need to use my triangle that's in the first quadrant. So it's going to be 2 times the sine of theta, sine of my angle measure, sine of y in this case, is 7 over root 74 times cosine, which is 5 over root 74. Okay, and keep in mind, guys, that that's 2 over 1. So we're going to have 5 times 7 is 35 over root 74 times root 74 is 74. And then multiplying by 2 over 1, we're going to get 70 over 74. So sine of 2y is equal to 70 over 74, which we could simplify to 35 over half of 74, 37. Guys, that concludes all of the review for Chapter 9. I hope that you are spending some quality time getting ready for this last big test. The next test is only going to be over 4 sections. And so please make sure that you are preparing yourself for the Chapter 9 test. Have a great day. Please zoom in with us if you have any questions.